To open the counter, uh, you cannot start a sale unless you open a counter for that day. So if you click on point of sale and if you do not open the counter, then it will not open. It will tell you counter is closed. So at the starting of the day, you have to click on this day start and select that day that you are going to start the sale. Okay, and also how many, what is the counter balance, counter any balance is there, that you can enter it here and click OK, so that it will start on that particular sale date. So if you click on point of sale, you can see the sale date is changed to that day. So whatever transactions, unless you close day close, unless you do a day close, all the transactions that is going through point of sales will be saved into that particular date only. Okay, that is what day start is. To create an order, you have to go to point of sales. This is the order entry screen. Here you have to choose, to start with the order entry, you have to choose which mode it is, like whether it is a dine-in or takeaway or home delivery or online. You have to set dine-in. If it is a dine-in, you can see all the dine-in tables here that we have created before. So indoor or outdoor or whatever you have created here, that you can see here. The red shows it is already occupied, and it will show how many hours it is occupied here. So, and the green shows it is vacant. So when you select a vacant table, you can, it will come automatically. The type is dine-in, table number, all these details will come here, and you can start directly taking the order. So if you wanted to delete a particular item, you can select the delete button here. It will ask you whether you wanted to delete it or not. You can delete it. If you wanted to change the quantity, that you can do it here. Once you already submitted the KOT, then you cannot change the quantity here. Also you can have a chef message also here, like kitchen message. If you wanted to give that, you can put it here, more spicy or something like that if you wanted to give. Okay, so it will come here automatically. So under dining, you can see here now 4 is occupied. So if you wanted to split a table, like in a particular table, if there are more than one person sitting with different items and with different billing system, then you can just click on options. Now you are going to split table number 4 to one more. So go to options. So you are going to split the table. So it automatically comes with 4.1, and you can directly take the order here. So when you go to dine-in, you can see 4 and 4.1. So 4.1 is a split table of 4, and 4 is also occupied, and 4.1 is also occupied. And if you want more tables, like if the third person comes, you can click on that particular table and you can again split the table. So it will come as 4.2. Like this way you can split a particular table. So you can see now here 4, 4.1 and 4.2, and if you close 4.4, now you can see the 4 is vacant and 4.1 and 4.2 is already occupied. Take away, just click on the takeaway and start adding the items here. Home delivery, you select home delivery here, and you can directly start adding the items, and you can select the customer here. You can directly enter the customer details here. If it is an existing customer, you can search for the customer here. Automatically the customer details will come here. If it is a new customer, you can start directly adding the customer details and click on save. So the customer details will come here, and the delivery status will be delivery pending because it is just started the order. So you can see here in the search button for home delivery, you can see here there is 3 sections: pending, dispatched and finished. So under pending, you can see just now I have created the order 29, token number 29, and you can see the elapsed time here. Now it is 55 seconds and it is pending. Now the previous one is 5th order is too much time it is taken, so each 5 minutes the color will be changed. At the first 5 minutes it will be orange color, then when it goes beyond that it will show the red in color, and once it is finished you can just select the item and options, under options here to assign the driver for that. When the driver is not there in the list, you can create a particular driver. Driver is a must for this. So you can go to settings, back office, and settings, user. You have to create at least one driver. This driver is required for delivery operations. So it's a driver. Search, home delivery, this item, options, assign driver, select the driver. So now you can see it is dispatched, and when you go to search under home delivery, this particular section will go to dispatch and it will show dispatched by driver at this particular time. And once it is, when the driver comes with the cash, you can directly close the bill with payment details. So under search option you can see home delivery, it is going to finished section. Search and order. There is option here, search. You can search by takeaway, you can search by home delivery, you can search by online, and you can search by all tokens. So if you wanted to search by dine-in, you can directly go to dine-in and select whichever dine-in you want, whichever token you want from here. And if you want takeaway, if you click on takeaway, all the takeaway details that is already taken will be coming here. So it will come here. So if you want home delivery, you can get the home delivery details here. If you want to know online details, that also you can see here. If you want to show all the tokens, you can select here and see all the tokens that is already processed, already under process. So from here you can again filter it here, like takeaway you can see here, delivery you can see here, like this way you can filter. And from here only you can do the checkout, you can do the pay and close. If it is a table operations, you can do the split, transfer, merge, all these things you can do from here. Each items you can see the item details also for here. So again, if you wanted to search with the token number, that also you can do. KOT printing. So start a order. Now it is dine-in. Select the items. So this vegetable burger, chicken burger, all these items, now you can see each items vegetable, all these items are under burger and the sandwich group. So when you click on the KOT, each items group is set up with printers. Like if you go to back office, you can see in the item groups, special burgers. Now you can see to where the print will go here. See, you can see POS printer, kitchen printer, shawarma and pizza printer. So you can take out whichever printer you don't want to go when you are giving the print to KOT. So to that printer only it will go when you are pressing the point of sales KOT. So when you click on KOT, this is the token number that is printing to the printer, kitchen printer or wherever it is you are giving. So once it is printed, automatically the background color will be changed. So you can add more items here. You can start adding more items, but it will be in white color. So these 4 items are printed to the kitchen. So when you again click on KOT, only those 2 items will be printed. The other 3 items will be omitted. It will not come. And whenever you enter the Modi cheese fries again, it will come as another one because it is already printed. So if you wanted Modi cheese one, automatically this will be incremented. This will not be incremented because it is already printed. Search an item from the to order entry. You can first select the mode, whether it is takeaway, and if you wanted to search an item, you can click an item here and start typing here. Like if it is garlic bread, like this, you can type here, it will come. Also for some items there will be code, so you can click on code and start entering the code here. You can also change the rate. If you wanted to change the rate, you should have a supervisor password, then only you can change the rate. And automatically the rate is changed. Then after placing the order, you can click on KOT and automatically whatever printers you are selected in the group, item group, it will print to that particular section, whether it is kitchen, whether it is any other printer section that will go. Because it is a takeaway, automatically the customer print also will be printed. And the token number will be displayed in the bottom. You can go through each token, and also you can select the token number also directly here. I can see the 8th token here now. Like this way you can go through each token. For dine-in operations, you can merge a table. Select the table you wanted to merge. Options, merge table. From table 11 to which table you wanted to merge to, that you can put here. So I am giving 5th table. So all the items from that table will be put into 5th. See, you can see here the second table is merged with table number 5. So when you take table number 5, you cannot see table number 5 there because it is merged with table number 2. Operations under point of sales. dine in, if you select a particular table, there are a lot of options here, like you can transfer the table items, you can merge table items, you can split that particular table. So when you transfer table items, it will ask you for item transfer, you have to click yes. Then from which table you have to select here, so that all the items from this table to which table you wanted to, that you can put it here. So simply automatically each item you can transfer to the table number 6. Now from 3 it is transferred to table number 6. Now 3 is empty and table 6 is transferred. Table 3 is transferred to table number 6. Item searching. So if you want to search an item, you have to click on this item, and here it will change. It is you are going to change. You are going to search for the item name. So you can simply enter the item name here and start entering here. Also, you can change. You can search with code also. So enter the code and simply write the code name here. Like this way also you can search for the item. Many options are there in the order entry screen. Just click on the options. Under options, this is change order type, like this particular now the current order is a takeaway. You can change it to, if accidentally if you put it takeaway, you can change it to dine in. You can convert that into dine in. You can convert that into home delivery. You can convert that into online. And there is option to assign driver if it is a delivery. There is option to change the waiter name. These options are for merge table, table transfer and all for dine-in operations. And they can see the sales receipts, reports, all these things from here. Void or to delete an item. Suppose you have selected an item, and if you wanted to delete, you can just delete that item from here. If it is taking too much time, it is going to print to that particular kitchen printer. So what you can do is, if you wanted to make it fast, you can just go to the settings. Under settings you have other settings. Just take out this print void bills and click apply, and you can simply directly delete that item. Once it is already, the KOT is built, then you need a separate password for that, for void password. Also you can delete a particular bill also directly by going to sales receipts. You can see all the processed bills here, and you can click on void. You need to have the supervisor password for this to do. For bulk settlement, there is option in options. You can see the bulk settlement. This bulk settlement is used for drivers who are doing the settlement on the end of the day. So when you click on the bulk settlement, you can see all the orders, all the delivery orders that is given to many delivery boys. So you can select, you can filter according to a particular delivery boy, or you can select all from here. So you can select the delivery boy from here. You can assign a delivery boy directly from here, and you can pay from here. You have to select the whichever order you wanted to settle. Select which how many orders are there and click on pay, so that it will automatically pay to that delivery boy. So when you go to search and home delivery, you can see everything is dispatched, everything gone to finished. So that's about bulk settlement. For credit collection, there is option here called credit collection. Just click on the credit collection, select that customer. So it will show you a screen. In that, just now he bought 6 real item. So you can see the customer ledger also here. Now you can see 6 real on this particular date, and you can see what all items he bought on that day. Also, you can enter the received amount, whether it is cash or card, like that you can see, and you can save it. Once you save, it will print a credit collection receipt, and it will show how many is the balance for him. And now when you go to credit collection and select that customer and see his ledger, you can see at one time there is a sale, and another time there is a receipt, and you can see in the end the balance is 1 real. You can modify if you want. If also you can print it again. One of the payment mode is credit sale. So if a person, if this is a credit sale, and if you have a lot of items, and if you do a payment, when you do the payment, you have options for credit. So just click on credit. You can click the credit here. Just click on credit and search for the customer. Simply select the customer, so that it will directly go to that customer account. So it will show it is the name of that customer, and it will show it's a credit sale, and the customer details and all it will show. So this 6 real will be going to that particular customer's account. So that is about credit sale. For discount and the point of sales, choose a token number. You have other discount and discount. Other discount is whatever vouchers we have created before from the admin panel and the back office. Discount vouchers that we have created here, that will display in that section. That is other discount. So you have to choose first a particular order. For that you can search for the token here and click on other discount. So now you can see the discount is 10% for all the items in this list. Okay. If you want to clear the discount, you can go to other discount and clear all the discounts. So when the discount is applied, a blue color will be there for the items that gives the discount. So when you click on discount, so when you create the discount, you can see it here. All the items will be in the blue color. And there is other discount also, another type of discount. this discount you can directly give discount. So you can see here the discount amount was 0.700. So when you print the bill, it will show the discount there, gross, discount, then the taxable amount, and everything will come. How to close a sale? Now the counter is closed, you have to start a new how to close a sale. So go to point of sale, and if you have a dine-in and you are selecting many items, and if you wanted to close this bill, there are two options. One is payment and one is close bill. If you click on payment, it will ask you for the payment mode, how the customer is paying you. There is multiple payment modes here. You can have 1 real here and 0.700 here also. So it will automatically split and give. Also you can give 5 real so that it will show you the balance to the customer. Also you have denominations here. Here you have option cash, Visa, MasterCard, and there is other payment options also. These other payment options you can do from back office, and if you wanted to add a Google Pay mode or something, Google Pay, you can see it, Google Pay. And when you do a closing operation for a particular invoice, you can see in other Google Pay, and Google Pay what amount you are going to pay, that also you can enter. So now the transaction is closed with Google Pay. So you can see the amount entered is Google Pay 1.7. So total amount is this much. So this is the payment done, payment mode done. Another method is close. So you have added some items here and simply close the bill. This close bill, what it will do is, it will close the bill with 16.900 amount in cash. Directly it will close. It will not ask you for payment. It will not ask you for payment. It will directly close the bill. Simply close it so that it will be in payment mode cash. So when you go to sales receipts, you can see one is Google Pay and one is cash. You can reprint it also. Once the transactions are finished, and at the end of the day, if you want to close the counter, what you have to do is, you have to go to day close and click on the close counter button. So when you click on the close counter button, if you have any message that is showing please clear all transactions before closing, you cannot close the counter unless you close any open transactions in the point of sales. So you have to go to point of sales, go to search, you have to click on all tokens and click on close all bills. What this will do is, any transactions that is pending will be closed with cash payment of that particular total amount, total figure of the invoice, whatever invoice is there, that total figure. If now for example here it is 4.5, so this 4.5 will be saved as a cash transactions. So you can see when you click on close all transactions, close all bills and click yes, it will go from that list, and now you can do the day close thing. So you can click on close counter and click yes, and you have to put the counter password. This counter password is setting in under settings. Under settings, this counter password is setting in under passwords. See, password for counter operations. You can set the password here and apply. So here now we are closing the counter. Close counter. Click yes. Enter that password, and it will automatically close. And if you wanted to print that Z printout, then it will again ask you for the password. Now you can see in the Z report, opening balance is the one that we have given before, 200, and total bill value is 4.5, tax total, everything will come automatically. So if there is any credit collection, that will show here, any payments values, any sales tax, dine-in, how many dine-in are there, how many takeaway are there, how many, like this is a very detailed bill that shows each and every transactions that has happened in the restaurant. And also it is possible to send a report to email, whatever it is showing here, no, or whatever closing report that can be sent to email. This is configured in settings. If you go to settings, you can see data email. You have to enter all the SMTP and the username, password and port number of the outgoing server. Like you need to have a outgoing server to send this mail. This is outgoing server, and this is the recipient mail to whom and all this report should go, that you have to put in the receipt mail. And if it is a Gmail account, then you have to go to less secure app. You have to switch on that less secure app there and click apply. So that is about day close.